With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. You take a look at Brooklyn. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Outside Conley. He takes it in. Uses the glass on the layup. And Grant, as you watch the league since you retired, what do you think is the biggest change?
Well, you started to see the three-point boom change towards the end of my career. And, of course, also how centers are used is probably the biggest change of them all.
Here's Bogdanovich. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
On the wing, Harden. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. To the inside. Durant with the bucket.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's O'Neal. Plenty of space. Rebounded by James Harden.
You know, I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
Now here's Irving. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Bogdanovich. For three, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
O'Neal on the wing. Here's Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Deflected. And they're able to recover. Now Irving. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Driving inside. That one goes. Count it. You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear, even inside. Draws the foul there.
Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level, I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though.
Outside Irving. There's a screen by Aldridge. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Conley with the ball. Now Aldridge defending.
2 minutes.
Outside for Mitchell. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Good. And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it, but you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
And the Nets making a change here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Aldridge with the slam.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Screen by Griffin. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Conley on the attack. Outside Bogdanovich. Another shot. Got a hand on it.
Griffin still possessing such incredible timing. Shooters have to be careful when he's on the prowl.
The Nets with a lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Bogdanovich. Gobert inside. Here's O'Neal. Defended by Griffin. Back to Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Jazz out in front, leading by a point. And we'll bring you the...
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Up top, Harden. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Millsap a screen. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Utah trailing here. Conley on the attack. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Durant has the open look. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
The ability to be ready to rise and fire in that situation is so important. Kevin Durant, no doubt.
They get it again. Here's Bogdanovich. That one off the back iron and out.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. There's the drive. And Harden with the block. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Conley. Ooh, stolen by Harden. And now the Nets on the break. And Durant with the big finish.
Assist goes to.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. James Harden picks one up.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now. Boy, year after year, Rudy Gobert tries to pay the price to improve. We know he's dominant in the paint, obviously an exceptional defensive player, but the points, rebounds, blocks, everything has climbed.
To the wing, right side. Back to Harden. He can't get it to go, and Utah will come the other way. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
You know, he's always been imposing with his height. But Doris, the strength work Gobert's done, it's really paid dividends.
Well, he makes his living in the painted area, right? You have to carve out space to finish at a high level. You've got to gobble up rebounds. All of that extra strength, all of that extra agility never goes to waste.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it All-NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
Beautiful play design. Anytime you get a dunk off an inbounds play, you know your strategy is on point.
And the shot's good by Irving.
Kyrie Irving, such a consistent threat to score from anywhere on the floor. That time he goes to the three-point game.
Here's Whiteside. And Aldridge with the block.
Utah foul.
And that's a foul called on Hassan Whiteside.
That's his first
foul.
First team foul.
And Brooklyn has possession. 3-point lead. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
Kyrie Irving can be the catalyst, or he can be the finisher. Catch-and-shoot game is on point.
From deep, Gay. Rebounded by the Nets. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they battled at certain points, but once the game started slipping away and they fell behind, they just couldn't get back into it.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
The kick out to Ingles. Looking to win the run. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Joe Ingles has finished top 5 in the league's three-point shooting on multiple occasions. You've got to contest that.
And here's Mills from the arc. That one is off. He got it off in time. That shot missing. Kyrie Irving has been on this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, B.A., I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team, but then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
Pass to Gay. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
High post Whiteside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now here's Harden. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. It's 2-on-1. Up the floor. He got a piece of it. Left side Durant. And he drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Whiteside. It's tipped. And here's Harden. To the middle. The kick to Durant. And there's the screen. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, this guy a multifaceted talent, and not just on the court. Kevin Durant has said, quote, basketball is just what I do and love, but that isn't just who I am. This guy really tries to make a difference.
And Durant has helped many people with his generosity.
Yeah, once committed $10 million to the college track program to help disadvantaged kids receive a higher education. He's been renovating basketball courts around the world, and obviously as an entrepreneur, he's been focusing on companies and products that are making lives better. How cool is that?
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Gobert. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The shake. Here he goes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Bojan Bogdanovic picks one up.
Boy, KD's so good with that up fake. He knows once he's got his man in the air, all he's got to do is jump into him and create the foul shots. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
In the third.
Out to the right wing. The drive by Irving. The kick to Durant. Pass to Irving. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Inside. Here's Bogdanovic. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
Now into the lineup for the Nets. Blake Griffin. DeAndre Denver.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Right side, Irving. Lets it go from the wing. Another miss by Irving.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Here's Mitchell. And a nice finish on the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
I can see the agile move by Donovan Mitchell. This guy is able to navigate around contact or, if necessary, play through it.
Aldridge. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Griffin gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Oh, there's the alley.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Now into the lineup.
So the Nets making a switch here.
Paul Millsap.
Here's Irving. He's got 15.
Kyrie
Knocks down the triple. 18 points for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Irving with it. Pass to Griffin. Back to Irving. Over Mitchell.
I'll tell you, Mitchell locked in on the defensive end. He's so good getting after it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Utah trailing here. Left side, Conley. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11. Durant for 3. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now the tremendous shooting talent that is Kevin Durant. He makes threes look effortless.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Patrick Mills.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Harden drives in. And Harden with the slam.
And, you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Donovan Mitchell.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. The shot by Conley, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
And the Nets, another 3.
Well, Harden will do this all day if the defense lets him. His efficiency from the arc can be devastating.
And that one's good for Conley.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Outside Harden. Here's Durant. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Conley on the attack. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done. Boy, in recent years, Mike Conley taking more shots from long range, but make no mistake, this guy able to score at every single level.
And here's Harden. Right side Durant. And here's Mills for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
3.
And Doris, you look at the shooting numbers for Conley. He can hurt you from deep and everywhere in between.
Well, it's easy to, quote, get to your spot when you have so many spots on the floor. At the same time, I feel like Conley does such a great job balancing scoring and setting the table for his teammates.
Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Pass to Mitchell. Picked by Gobert. O'Neal on the wing. The 3 ball. They grab their own miss.
2 minutes.
Outside Conley.
Game, 2 minutes.
Here's Gobert. Kevin Durant pulls it in. So it's Brooklyn now. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Outside Mills. Left side Durant. .133 left to play in the 4th. Here's Harden. Shot clock at 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, we just celebrated the 25th season of the WNBA. Doris, you've been a part of the league for so long. Any favorite moments?
BA, I was sitting courtside the very first game at the Los Angeles Forum between the Sparks and the New York Liberty, and I will never forget, I was part of the radio broadcast for the Liberty, and when Val Ackerman went to do the ceremonial jump, I had tears streaming down my face for the first time, women playing professional basketball in the United States. It was a moment I will never forget.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
On offense, here's Utah. They trail by 16. The kick out to Gay. Back to Clarkson. Puts it up from the high post. Durant for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Clarkson for 3. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely.